I just don't have the attention span for, like, literally I'll sit and do, like, and I'll, like, go to work on, a project or something, and, like, I'll have the TV playing and my music playing, and, I'll need, like,
So you're just, like, turning things on?
Yeah, I need, like, distractions to stay focused.
Do you think that you could, like, write jokes or write stuff in, like, a cafe or, like...
Yeah, well, like yeah, but I also, being able to work up the, like, mental strength to go and sit in a cafe is a lot.
Just...
Like, I can do it, and I've done it, but, like, getting there is, like, 100%. But also, sometimes if I'm too stoned, then it's even worse. So it's a balance that I'm trying to, like...
That's the toughest
get right now, but,
that's
like, I'm getting
it's pretty
it.
heavy. Stones are heavy.
Oh.
Boo!
No, that's fine.
No! Don't encourage him! 100%. Well, no, but it's even then, like...
But who listens to rules anymore? Like, we're all just badasses with rules. Like, some of us have even been arrested. Sasha, when have you been arrested?
Well, I wasn't technically arrested. Actually, the last time I was arrested, I was 17. No, I wasn't even detained.
That was
atrocious.
Who's nice?
That was a really good, smooth transition. Ladies and gentlemen, Arturo Grijalva.
I was sitting here for
you pronounced the J correctly.
I've been sitting here for 30 minutes, it says, and I've been thinking in my head, like, how
are we gonna do
it? And I was like,
okay, Mayor.
Do you want to tell a story?
Yeah, let's tell a story.
Story time.
Story time.
So when did you get arrested?
I wasn't arrested.
Was it on the res?
So quick times, I don't go to the res. Arturo, I stay in my house where it's safe. Idiots. No, it was like last October 2019, and I went out drinking with some friends that I hadn't seen in a while, and I drank way too much of, like, literally anything and everything that I could drink. I did, like, shots and beer, and it was just whack. And so we were on White, and we were dancing, and then we ended up at Black Dog, and it was, like, midnight at this point, like, almost midnight. And so we go, and we're getting drinks, and at this point, like, we did a shot of tequila, and I threw up, so, like, but I'm really good at pretending like I'm not fucked up. So I went and ran. So I say until I need to throw up, and then it's like all downhill from there. Like, the minute I have to throw up, like, I will throw up anywhere in the immediate vicinity. Anything that is around me will get thrown up on. It's a mess. Anyway, but I made it to the bathroom that night, and so I got rid of what's in my stomach, and then I went back to the bar and got another beer, and at that point, like, I was gone. So stop touching each other under the table.
Sorry.
Distracting me.
We're listening. Please.
This isn't erotic, you guys. This is traumatic.
More like erectionotic.
Shut up.
Do you feel like a substitute teacher right now?
No.
I'm sorry.
I don't. It's fine.
Class.
Fucking boys. Anyway. And I said boys, not men.
I don't identify as either. I just identify as a penis.
We get it. Anyway, yeah. So so we made our way downstairs to the basement where they were playing, and, like, we were in the hallway talking, and I only know this because I watched the video surveillance of that night the next day at the police office station, but we'll get to that.
Because you had to.
Yeah, because I had to. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, we're talking, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know how, like, if I got dared to do it, or if I got it in my head that it'd be really funny, but I decided to pull the fire alarm, thus inciting chaos, because I don't know if our listeners and viewers are aware, but when you pull a fire alarm at a bar at 12 a.m., the drunk people will stampede and probably kill somebody. Nobody died. Nobody died.
Yeah.
So...
That was a very quick clarification.
Nobody died. This time. Nobody died this time. But, yeah. So, all I remember is, like, the people, like, walking by me, and then I'm going upstairs, and then the door shuts, and then the fire truck is, like, out in front of Black Dog, and, like, I'm trying to get back into my friend because he's getting arrested because the bouncer saw his hand go on the fire alarm when he was trying to stop me. So he didn't see me, he just saw him. So, like, he got arrested, basically. He didn't, like, I think he got cuffed, but I don't think he got taken to the station, and so he had like a court date, and like so I ended up going home with some random dude. And woke up the next day and didn't know where I was or what happened.
Yeah.
And then I look at my phone and there's like a message from my good friend Simon Gorsak, and he was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, yeah, what happened?" Like, you know, like that kind of morning. And yeah, he told me that I was banned from Black Dog, and that and I think that was about all the information I got at that point. And then so I messaged my friend that I was with, and he was like, "Yeah," and he kindly let me know what happened that night, and I was mortified. And so I slept for 2 days and did not leave my room, and then told my mom what happened, and then went to the police station on that Monday and turned myself in, and it was so awkward.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of time in between the incident and like. So my. I mean, like you pulled it off, so great job.
Well, yeah, I also didn't really know what to do in this situation, and like I was really like, and also I don't know, my anxiety makes me do certain things like hide and like I'll go missing not missing, but like I'll like hibernate and isolate myself in my room for like days, and then I like won't leave my bed, and that's just a symptom of like whatever, but like so that it just kind of triggered that, and like so and then I had to like tell my mom what happened, so I was just it was a lot for me, and I was very humiliated because I was drunk and was like, I would never have done this, like, in my right state of mind. And the police officer even said, like, when I went to the station, I went to the one on White that is by the Vietnamese food place, and it's unmarked. It's like off-white, sorry.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so the constable was like, I went, I was like, I called him, I was like, I'm here, and he's like, yeah, okay, I have to come let you in. Civilians aren't allowed in this building normally or something like that. So I went in. And there was like all these cops like working out. It was crazy. And then I had to like sit and like they did like a background. Well, first he like showed me the video, so I had to sit there and watch my drunk ass self. Like it wasn't even my like watching the like my whole demeanor was different. Like I was like, yeah, let's fucking like party, like, and then I was talking to this person, and then like that's why I think I was dared, but I'm not 100% sure, because like after we were done talking, I like sauntered over to the fire alarm and like pretended to pull it, like ha ha ha, and then like actually fucking pulled it, and I was like, what? Yeah, so like I was humiliated, like, and I was like shaking, and like my breathing was like, and I was just like looking at the officer like I did it. Like, so
you got me, is why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want you to come find me because that would make it worse, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Then so he he read my name, and all that I had was, thank God, was a lost passport that I had to report. So I didn't have any priors, so all I got was alternative so it was my first time offense, so I got a court date, and then I got the alternative measures, which means I just had to do like 30 hours community service, write an apology letter, make a $50 donation, because I was also in university at the time. So like it could have been so much worse, but like it wasn't. So
that's
because in Alberta, pulling a fire alarm is an indictable offense, and it's the only province where you can go to jail for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. Because I've been arrested for break and enter and drug possession, and the case got dropped.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure maybe it would have gotten dropped, but like
not enough evidence.
Also, I fucked over a business though. Like they were shut down for like an hour on a Friday, on their busiest night.
Maybe
like
that's why.
I think that's.
I just think it's weird in comparison that like you had to do all this stuff, and then like I like.
Well, it was also alcohol. It was mischief. There was alcohol involved. Like I think because I was so like drunk and obviously drunk that they. I mean, pulling a fire alarm is a pretty big fucking deal. I mean, like, you don't think it would...
It can cause a panic.
It can cause a panic.
And you didn't think
it did cause a panic.
You didn't think of, like, a plan of what you were going to tell them before?
No, I didn't even... I was so, like out of... beside myself that this even happened. Because I was working... Like, at this point in my life, I was working really hard on bettering myself, and like I just got back from Toronto, and like I was in school, and like for real, like I was trying not hard enough, but I was trying hard as I could,
Yeah.
you know, in that moment. And I lived with my mom. So, like, it wasn't like I was, like, out here trying to fuck shit up. I was just, like, I was reconnecting with some old friends and, like, got out of control because I just, like, wanted to have a good time.
Yeah.
And, like, it got out of hand because I can't handle my liquor sometimes.
Can I tell you 2 options that next time if like this ever something happens?
Oh, yeah,
can I tell you your 2 options?
Yeah,
later tonight when we do this again.
Oh God,
Can I tell you 2 options that you have? Okay.
Yeah.
One option, when the cop shows you the video, you should be like, Jessica. And then you'd be like, who's Jessica? And you'd be like, I have a sister. She lives in Alaska. She was here for the night. She does this all the time. And then he's like, what? He's like,
we have the same haircut.
Yeah. It's funny though because like.
And the same tattoos.
Yeah.
And the same.
Oh, and now I have my fingerprints and my mugshots are in the EPS system.
Nice. You should get those. We'll post them.
I would love to. I think my headshot. Wouldn't that be a funny headshot though to send in for sure?
Yeah.
Like my mugshot.
Your second option would be saying that you were scared. You should have said that you were scared. Like, you should be like when you go to the officer, be like, oh no, I do remember doing that. Like I thought that I was being attacked, and I needed a big, strong firefighter. Don't say firefighter,
no,
but say something like that.
Artur, that's so funny. Statistically, people won't respond when a woman cries out help, like for like rape. So they teach women to cry out fire because people will respond faster. So I mean that's valid. I will do that next time.
Yeah, pretend like you're the victim.
I don't have to pretend. It comes naturally.
I'm trying out a new laugh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to know why they say, like, scream fire because people respond better?
Because people want to intervene.
Well, no, it's because, like, when people hear fire, they're like, oh my god, property damage.
Is that for real?
No! I'm being a terrible person.
Oh no, that could be legit.
I hope that we don't live
Also that people come by when they scream fire because they know it's going to be lit.
Boo! No, that was really good. I'm just jealous of your wit.
We do that every episode after that. I write down like what joke I said, and I just say it on stage, like without context.
You should just show the video on stage.
This one time I was bombing really hard, and then I was on stage. It was at Goat Side, and I was like, I want you to know I did a really good set yesterday. I'll show you. And then I pulled out my phone and I like played the video, and then I was like passing my phone around. I was like, see, like they're laughing at this same joke that you're not laughing at, sir.
Oh my god, you're so funny. I don't know what is happening.
If you're going to go down, I feel like you should go down.
Yeah, 100%.
You need to learn how to bomb.
Yeah. I want to.
And you can do it every Monday at Old Birds Irish Pub, 9 p.m. Goat Side Comedy.
If you go and specifically say you want to bomb, they'll give you a spot. Or I will, and you can do it outside.
You're not in charge.
I am in charge.
You can bomb.
I'm in charge of my own destiny.
No, that's a bad joke. I won't say it. No, I'll say it. You'll bomb so hard that you'll speak Japanese.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Yeah, it could have been better.
It could be so much better. Also, like, I know what you're referring to. And
bomb so hard you could have been American.
Yeah, the Japanese.
Wait, let me start it again. You can bomb so hard you can be some boats.
You could just say that you're on an American plane in 1945.
Okay,
it's too wordy. That's not funny.
You can bomb so hard you can. What was it? Planes, 1947.
Hiroshima.
It's actually Hiroshima.
Oh.
I'm white, Kevin.
So are you. She doesn't watch anime.
I don't watch anime.
And that's why that's okay for me to say it like that.
Yeah, because you're a fucking weeb.
Sasha, you're a weeb. You're a weeb. I want you to know.
I'm a weeb.
Everything you like is weebo. Okay, it's very weebo.
A wiener.
You look like an American hacker in an anime.
Thank you so much.
Like if they drew an American hacker, you'd be you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
that's
like
what
this super smart prodigy child.
Yeah.
And then I smoked too much weed and did too much
graduated college at 11.
Your faith in my intelligence is astounding.
No, that's the anime.
No, we're just talking about your character.
Yeah,
right. I
that's
forgot
what the
my
anime
character
is.
work. Right.
We know you didn't graduate.
Have you ever been arrested?
I didn't graduate.
Huh?
You
Have you ever been arrested?
No. I mean, like, I've gotten kind of close this one time, but no.
Are you? Look at him. He's obviously never even gotten close.
It's very Ted Bundy.
Can I? I mean, like, you're not wrong, but
Deep cuts.
I tell you.
Deep cuts.
Nice.
I tell you a quick story about how one time me and my friends got really drunk on New Year's and egged a frat house.
Ooh.
That I later performed comedy at.
Oh. Wait, did you like egg the house like how many years prior?
I egged it when I was in college, so I was it was like 6 years.
Okay.
In between, so yeah, no one even.
Not even the same.
And I mean, like, I've been telling the story. I've been telling people unabashedly that I've been egging that I egged the frat house, and I think I might have told the bit at one of their shows.
That's hilarious.
I'm not positive. That show is always ridiculous because they pay us in beer, so you just get to drink as much as you want that
night. Does that show still happen?
Yeah, it's it's a like once a year show.
Oh yeah.
And it's very exclusively booked.
Right.
I cannot help you get on the show. I don't even know how I get on the show.
Thank you, but I know why you're
the first time I did the show, I was actually a replacement for a cancellation. So like that was how late I was booked, like hours before the show.
Okay, Respect. Keep your story.
I meant that as in like a bad way. Like
why?
Being a replacement is not.
You're so negative.
You should be booked from like so long ago.
Everything is a journey. Everything's an opportunity.
I mean, I'm very happy I got to do this
exactly.
show.
Keep telling your story.
I got it. So what we did, it was New Year's Eve, and we were in college, and there was very few of us. It was a very lonely and depressing time, and I think there was maybe 6 of us, and we just started like power drinking at like 11:15, and then like at midnight. We missed the countdown because we were too busy drinking, and we were just 100% like
lit.
slobbering drunk. This was years before the word lit was invented.
Lit's always applicable.
I'm so
Shakespeare
old.
got lit.
I'm so old.
Lit in here.
Oh my god.
Lit's something you feel.
So we're just completely out of our minds drunk, and my one buddy gets this suggestion. He's like, hey, why don't we go egg this frat house? And we're all like, why? And then he tells this very long, convoluted story about how one time he had a couple friends who said they got like sexually assaulted at the frat house, and it's all like third hand, unsubstantiated, but essentially that was all of the sort of like inspirational speech that we needed to be like, your friends were possibly in danger, let's go egg the fuck out of this house.
That's all you need. Some warriors right there.
And then we all piled into a car, and there wasn't enough seats, so I volunteered. I just jumped into the trunk with a beer, and just was in the trunk trying to make sure that the beer didn't spill. And then they stopped at the convenience store, and they only bought like 4 dozen eggs. So
Idiots.
It was highly suspicious.
You're like a math problem.
But
whose else are they gonna egg?
yeah, like who drives into a fucking convenience store in the dead of night at like New Year's Day?
You're all
only
on
buys
drugs
eggs.
and you need eggs.
Yeah, we're all fucked up, and like the guy was just like, yeah, sure, I know what you're gonna do, and then that's possible.
What is the convenience store? Sorry, what are they supposed to do in that situation? The worker, like,
I was
I
about to
can't
say,
They're
sell
there
you
for
these eggs.
convenience.
Yeah.
It's
I was about to say he might have
store.
actually tipped off the squad car that showed up, because they showed up very quickly.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they showed up with their lights on, so they probably
narc.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Like 100%, he should have done that. And they showed up late. We 100% egged that house. We completed the task entirely, unloaded the eggs, and then as I remember turning around in the middle of the street and seeing the cop car light up and everything like that. And here's how like dumb and privileged we all were. We went back to our vehicle and then got in the vehicle and then waited for the cops. Right? Like, any other group of people would have been like,
Minority.
we see, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else would have like seen the cop, or even a smart white person would have seen the cops and been like, there are two options: scatter or get caught. And we waited for them, and then
accepted your punishment like good little boys.
No, we talked our way out of it. They caught us in the act. We're probably more than likely tipped off. Yeah, every single person in the car was white and young and going to school.
It'd be funny if one guy was like being in cuffs and then you're like, he's tanned! He went for a tan!
No, I don't tan! I love Snooki.
But go on, sorry.
That's good. Yeah, but yeah, they questioned us like in the vehicle, and they had no issue with our behavior and like what we did. They were just like, yeah, and they started questioning us, and we told them 100% the truth, and then I think what ended up happening is that they were two tired cops that didn't want to do the paperwork.
Yeah, 100%.
So they just told us to go straight home and not do anything else. Which, like, if we wanted to, we could have done anything. They didn't even follow us.
No, they were like, they're fucking free reign. You guys kick on and like, they're like, the cops don't give a shit, motherfucker. And then like egged 16 more houses. That makes me so mad. When I was in 4th grade, I egged a house, and the cop came to my school and looked for me and my friends, found me, and was like questioned me. And like obviously I was like, I don't know how old you are in 4th grade, but like, you know, because you want to know why? Because I'm not white.
That's accurate. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
They
That's racist.
I'm not.
That's why I got
all.
alternative measures.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If I was a white woman who pulled the fire alarm at Black Dog last October, I would still be able to go there.
You'd be in distress. That's what that is. You'd be in distress, Sasha.
In distress?
No, but like they can't see you because like it's dark. But
no, that's an amazing story. You're so badass. But like, fuck.
No, that's an extremely silly and biased story. Like that.
That's your experience with the cops, though. That's just your life.
And that example
fuck the
should exist.
Just kidding, I don't believe in that.
Like, we did mischief. We did vandalism. Those are crimes.
Yeah, and you got away with it.
We were caught in the act, and we were let off.
That's infuriating. But, like, not in the way where it's, like, your story.
It's not like we murdered someone in the streets.
It's just the fact that, like,
like, we probably could have.
Like, I've had and you would have gotten away with it.
Just bury him in the snow. Wait for the spring.
The party will be. Not all cops are bad, but, you know, most
No, but, like, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And until...
I've had nothing but men.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the constable that I dealt with after, like, the whole ordeal was actually, like, a sweetheart. Like, thank God that he was so sweet, because I could have...
I do think, though, that, because, like, I lived in the shelter, so I, like, knew all these kids, and, like, I think it makes sense for, like, us to, if you don't like cops, if you do like cops, like, whatever. Yeah. But I think it makes sense if someone in our position that has, like, a job, has a home, hates cops, but I think it has bad effects if we openly show that we hate cops sometimes.
I agree.
Because if a street kid, if a kid on the streets see like someone like us hate cops, it's not about they're now seeing someone that has their life together hate cops. So now they think like, oh, it's cool, it's rough. I can hate a cop, you can't hate a cop. No. Some kid on the street. It's sad to say, but has a lesser choice to hate a cop. They have to know the system, use the system, 100%. Work. I've been in trouble with cops a few times. I don't know what I want to talk about, though.
So many options.
You do have a lot of stories.
Sift through the files.
When I was in the shelter, I was watching like something happen between one of my friends and this street gang. My friend kissed a girl who the gang was affiliated with, and they liked her or something. Right. And then out of nowhere, the gang stabbed my friend in the neck. Right?
Yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah. And so I was just walking in, and it was already 9, and the door closed, and it's such a weird feeling of the door close. I look at my watch, 9 p.m. I'm seeing my friend drop. And I'm just like... And you're like, curfew. Yeah. I'm like, oh, lights out. And then, I call, to the attendees, and I'm like, hey, there's fucking, something's happening outside. And, all I can do is, walk upstairs, right? Right? Because, I can't. I can't watch anymore because
No.
it's now a crime scene.
Right.
And I don't want because it's big open windows, and I don't want the gang to look at me, see my face.
Right.
It's very easy for me to get picked.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to like mind my own business. I can help where I can, but that's it.
Right.
So I can't go outside. I can't call the cops. I can't like confront them and be like, hey man, stabbing's not right. You know, I can't do anything. But that night, I was woken up and the cops like they knocked on the door, and then the person that worked there, the social worker, whatever, the house mother we called her, she came in. She's like, hey, sorry for waking you up. We just have some cops that want to talk to you. And like the cops were like, they just straight up told me like, we know you saw the stabbing. We know that you saw like everything. We saw like the cameras and like you were there when it happened. So can you tell us anything to help us finger the perp to like find the guy that stabbed your friend? And they were giving me this big speech like it'll help you, it'll help like your friend, it'll help like the system, yada yada. We can like figure these things out and like get them, things like that. And like I didn't want to get in trouble with the cops, but I also didn't want to get in trouble with like the people that live underneath me.
Yeah.
Right? Because I go outside, they're there.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't want to have anything about that because I'm just like this street kid who just like just got a job, has to deal with addiction, and then I just want to get out. That's all I want to do. I don't want to make any problems, no friends, and that's it. And when the cops were like, can you give us anything to finger the perp that stabbed your friend? And I was like, I think he had a knife. And then the husband was like, he's really kind.